This is an old Truetone radio. I got it when I was about 12 years old. I'm 62 now, so you know that means it's 50 years old. I got it at Western Auto. I restrung it. Actually, I put a lot of wires back in place, put some capacitors in it, did a lot of work on it. I didn't bother putting the batteries pack back in it because it runs off of C batteries and I'll never use it that way. But anyway, it works good. But it won't go up to where the local stations are. Now it's going. But as you can see, I used dental floss and it's done got slick, so it won't turn the tuning capacitor as far as it needs to go. So what I'm going to do is restring it. I got some pretty good string. I got 2 or 3 different kinds. Whatever works first, that's what I'm going to use. They say watch time on YouTube is what counts, but I'm not going to ask anybody to sit and watch me unscrew some screws. It's one thing you got to be careful about doing. If something doesn't come out, you probably missed a screw. Alrighty. And there she is. There she is. You got to take this off like this because you got to put it on the wheel, but you got to run it on the back of the board. Okay. now that the string is on there and it's turning the tuning capacitor to the full length, what I've got to do is put the marker back on now. So it goes like that, and you put the screws in there. Okay. Find my little Phillips. This is kind of hard because once you get old, I'm 62, and at some point your hands are going to start shaking a little bit. It just comes with old age. And 62 is no spring chicken. So when you're dealing with these little bitty screws, makes it just a little bit more tedious. Okay, I got just the marker laying on the string right now. I haven't put any hot glue on it. I like to use hot glue because it's a whole lot easier than trying to loop that string around that thing after you get the string tightened. So I've been going back and forth. It seems to be about where it needs to be. So I'm going to go ahead and take my hot glue and put just a tiny dab. It don't take much at all. So make sure that you don't put too much. It could be too much, but I can always loosen that. Because you definitely don't want that to stick on there like that. Not after you've got this far. Let's see if that's gonna. It's hard to get that marker exactly perfect. It just is. But I think it's going to be close enough, or good enough for me. Of course, you know how it is when you say good enough, it means you didn't do a good job. But I believe I can live with that. I'll put those two little pieces on there, two little pieces of styrofoam that holds the marker up off of the scale. And I'm going to let this glue dry a little bit more. So far, so good. Okay, I got the string on. One thing is sort of like a little trick, but it ain't really a trick. I put the string on, got it all on, and that's fairly simple, but it was a little bit loose. So what I did, I took, since it was so loose, it was easy to take this right here, the string, off of this little pulley. I believe you can see it. Right here, there's a little pulley. I took this string off, that gave it plenty of slack. So what I did, I went over here to where the tuning knob is, and I gave it an extra wrap around there in the right direction, and then I put this back on, but that left it just a little bit too tight to go over the pulley, which is a good thing. What I did, I took my screwdriver, and since this is 50-pound test line, I don't have to worry about it breaking. But I kind of just pushed it and stretched it, and it took a little strength to stretch this, just that tiny bit. This right here, I would say that's about the top of it is about, I don't know, about a 1/16 of an inch, maybe smaller. And that's how far I had to stretch the string to get it on the pulley. But I used my screwdriver, stretched it over the pulley and put it on, and now it's just as tight as it can be. So what I did, I made up for the slack by doubling or making an extra round on this tuning knob. I had already had two on there, 2 rounds, and then I took that off and put an extra round and stretched it over the pulley, and now it's just as tight as it can be. And of course I've already got my marker on here ready. That the way this is laid out, I don't think it has to be perfect as long as it goes from one end to the other, because I mean it's not going to be exactly accurate because it's an analog scale. So, but anyway, I think that will work out for me.
John Tyndall, Hong Li Weng, other engineers, Liang Dong and Hugo, and folks from the ACT Taxation Center and the Extension, Krista Hartsu, Christine, and my...
This is tough stuff. That's used to clean the carpet and the fabric inside a car. And I found out that it works pretty good on it foams up pretty good too. It works pretty good on like old leather radios. I've had pretty good luck with it. I mean, you can see how it's starting to look there. I mean, it really cleans pretty good. About as good as anything I found that won't hurt it. Of course, once it dries, you know, the leather is going to go back to dough. It doesn't leave a shine on it, which to me is a good thing, because I don't want to leave it greasy, you know. I'll just rub a little on here, just enough to get the dirt off of it. It's that dirt that accumulates on leather and cloth that I want to get rid of. I think you can buy it at Walmart, Lowe's, or pretty much anywhere. I'm not going to clean the whole thing off, because more likely this is going to just sit on the shelf. I'll probably use it every now and then, but I've got so many radios now, and I try to play them all every once in a while. But yeah, I mean, for a shop radio, that's plenty good enough. Of course, I've got it all back together now, and I didn't show me putting it back together, because, you know, that's just a waste of time. I don't want to waste your time. Nobody wants to watch a video of something that has nothing to do with the subject.
Suddenly we
feel like we're transported in time, and we connect to what you might think of as our soul.
In other parts of the country,
account of what happened that
Section. On parlait de patin.
On which two foods you do not wish to touch each other are
immediate news and a great step. Timeline, like how long does something like this take to make happen?
Discounts. Riverfront in North Aurora or buy at riverfront.com.
stylish.
John, at the very beginning, Dr. Marty Beck, his voice.
It's almost like they're trying to limit access to a very specific.
I've noticed it's got this hum in it. This radio doesn't have a line capacitor. It's got a transformer that the AC core goes into. Then that converts it over to DC. It's like DC 6 volts. But it's got this hum in it. And I don't believe that's, I don't believe this is interference of any kind. It's just a hum that's coming out of the AC. So I might have to look at that. I don't.
And I hope that you guys continue to grow, and I wish you guys a lot of luck in your.
But anyway, I just wanted to show you that it plays good, and it's all back together now. I appreciate you watching. I hope that you got some information out of this. If you get to liking my videos, I hope you subscribe and like the videos. Thank you.